Hi, I'm Elizabeth Gordon. Welcome to my allergy-free kitchen. Today, my two daughters are off at ballet class, so my husband Jesse and I have a chance to share some time together in the kitchen and catch up over the week's events. We're gonna make together a funnel cake for breakfast, and we're glad that you can join us. Jesse's gonna be in charge of doing all the dry ingredients, and I will follow along. I'll show you what to do, and I will follow along with the wet ingredients as he's going.
Excellent.
Okay? All right, so the first thing that we're gonna start with is 2 cups of all-purpose, gluten-free baking and pancake mix. I like to use this in this recipe. Normally, if I were making cookies or cakes, I might use a bean flour mix, but in this
goes
case,
in here?
that goes in there,
Okay.
yes. In this case, I like to use this because it's fast, it's easy, it has some leavening agent already in it, as well as a hint of cinnamon and a touch of vanilla for some extra taste.
Excellent.
Great. Okay, then the next thing you'll put in is 1 teaspoon of the xanthan.
Xanthan, is this the beige one?
That's the beige one.
What's xanthan all about?
Xanthan is the most important ingredient for gluten-free baking and cooking because without the gluten in the baking mix, the product wouldn't rise. We need the xanthan to activate that process and make this nice and light and fluffy and chewy.
Okay.
Then we'll add in 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda.
Baking soda. This one.
That one, yes.
Baking soda.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, actually, it's 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And we put that in because it's going to help our product rise a little bit. And then we'll put in 1 tablespoon of sugar, which is in the back.
Does this have any gluten in it?
No gluten. Safe for me to eat. And a pinch of salt, which is there.
It's already pinched.
It's pinched. Throw it in.
All right.
So in the meantime, in this bowl, I'm going to be making 2 cups of vanilla rice milk. I've also added 1 teaspoon of powdered rice milk that's vanilla flavored, just because it makes the flavor a little creamier, and without any butter, I just think it adds a lot to the taste and flavor. So to the rice milk, we will add 1 tablespoon of cider vinegar, and this acidity will help activate the baking soda to make the funnel cake rise. And then we'll add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract because that's yummy and will add flavor. And finally, 2 tablespoons of natural applesauce. This acts as an egg substitute. Just put it in like that. And then I'm just gonna whisk this.
Now, am I supposed to mix this?
You are going to put the top down.
Okay.
And just turn it to stir so that everything is nicely incorporated. There we go, that's perfect. And now turn it off.
That's it?
That's it.
Wow,
Just
that's
stir it
easy.
up.
Okay.
Lift the top for me, please.
My pleasure.
Thank you. And I will pour this in like so. And then Jesse's going to mix that up for us.
On stir again, or am I going to get a little bit more?
Oh, try stir first. We don't want a flour explosion in the kitchen.
All right.
Okay. So that's mixing up nicely. Does it smell good?
Smells good.
Nice and vanilla-y. Okay, and then to that, Jesse, would you mind scraping on the sides of the bowl for me?
The inside or the outside?
The inside, please. Thank
Okay.
you. I'm gonna help.
Yeah, I don't really know how to scrape.
Jesse's not a full-time baker, so sometimes I have to help him out in the kitchen. But it's a really fun thing for us to do.
It is.
It's so rare that the kids aren't here with us.
It certainly beats chasing them around the living room.
Yes, it does. And we're gonna put that in with that.
What was that?
That was canola oil. And I'm using canola oil in this recipe because we're not using butter, obviously, because it's gluten, dairy, soy, nut, and egg-free. And also, canola is just a great alternative to soybean oil because it performs in exactly the same way. So,
Wow.
now we're done. We've got this beautiful batter.
It looks just like the stuff at the fair.
It does. You know, I'm from Ohio, so when we go home to visit my parents in the summertime, it's always really fun to go to the fair and have some funnel cakes. I just love them.
We're going to have to put some of this aside for the girls.
Yes, we will. And now Jesse's going to assist me with the funnel. He is going to hold the funnel over the oil, being careful not to get burned.
I'll do my best.
And he's going to hold his finger over the funnel. And then as I pour the batter in, he will release his finger and move the funnel in a circular motion so that we have something that resembles a cake and it will be sort of lacy looking.
Excellent.
See the batter? It's so great. It's nice
Yeah, it
and
does.
rich
It looks
and thick. It's perfect.
It looks like real funnel cake.
Looks just like you would see at the fair.
All right, are we ready to pour this into the batter?
We are. Now be really careful.
I will.
It gets very, very hot.
I can feel the heat up here.
It's really hot.
Yeah, so I'm going to release my hand and then do my best.
Okay, ready?
How am I doing?
Looks great. It looks perfect, actually. And you can hear it sizzling away. So now we'll just let this fry up for about 3 to 4 minutes per side.
Look at that.
It's perfect,
It's
right?
like fluffing up. And
It's just like
wow,
at the fair.
It really is.
It's fluffed up almost like a cheese curl, sort of, but it's going to be nice and sweet with sugar on top instead.
You know what it looks like to me?
A funnel cake?
Funnel cake, yes.
So now we just need to have some coffee and the paper. It's going to be a perfect morning.
It certainly is. When did the kids come back?
Not for another hour.
Woohoo!
So now we're just
You're gonna flip that over now?
I'm gonna attempt to flip it. Again, be really careful. The oil is very, very hot, and I don't want anyone to get burned or injured doing this. Here we go. So this will make about 4 to 6 of these big cakes. So it's also a really fun thing to make if you're having a brunch party at your house. It's not something people make every day, so it's sort of fun and entertaining at the same time, different. Okay, so it's perfect. Absolutely fluffed up, perfect.
And now where are we going to
And
put
now we
it?
just have to get it out without breaking it, and we're going to put it on the plate and drain it.
Excellent.
There's half of it.
And there's the other half. Very nice.
Delicious. It
Right there in
smells
the
really
middle.
good.
Oh, look at that. That
And
is
we're just
beautiful.
gonna let that drain for 1 second before we eat it. I'm gonna grab this plate so we can move it on for serving. All right, so we'll just move our funnel cake right over here.
Beautiful.
And then Jesse, do you want to do the honors with the confectioner sugar?
I would love to
Like
do
that
the
part?
sugar. Why don't you switch places with me? And I will come and do the sugar, because this looks like the funnest part.
The funnest
The
part?
funnest part, as Margot likes to say.
Here, I'll help you. There we go.
Okay, now do I just shake this?
You can shake it, or you could even force it through if you want it to go a little bit faster, just like that. And then I have some strawberry here. This looks great. It's a nice, nutritious
there we
addition. You might not see it at every county fair, but at least on our table, we like to have some fruit. And there you have it. Our
Beautiful.
gluten, dairy, soy nut, and egg-free delicious funnel cake. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.